I had someone in the office the other day and I asked them what their health goals were. Because if you know where you're going, it's easier to make a plan to get there. And here's the thing that finally dawned on me. In general, in the US, we don't have health goals. Not health goals that will put you in a great place so that you can stay vibrant and active into your retirement years. Instead, we have a target, a bullseye that we aim for. And when that target's hit, you're done. So here's the thing. A target is part of the goal, but it isn't the whole goal. The target is more like a mark in the sand that states you've met a milestone, but that's all it is a milestone. And being that there are no qualifiers on the target, any way you met the target would have to be considered successful. And yet there's this level of dissatisfaction with attaining the target. It feels great to hit that milestone, but you feel the strain of trying to maintain your milestone fairly quickly. Weight is the most sought after health goal in the United States. Just type in diet to your search engine. You're going to get over 1 billion results. Well, type in weight loss and it's over 2 billion search results. So I did a popular weight loss program where I went in once a week to talk with my counselor. They had all these great supplements, bars, and drinks to buy to keep me on my goal, and they tasted pretty good. It was something like 19 weeks, and the eating plan was based on a paleo diet. The program stated they would teach you how to eat after you reached your target. Well, that portion of the program never came. And for those of us who are older, that portion of the program is the most crucial part of the program. I even watched other program members, older members who had made their goal and had relaxed their diligence on food choices, slowly pack the weight back on. And working with their counselors couldn't reverse that trend. What I realized was the program didn't know how to eat to maintain weight. That really wasn't part of the program. And to be real, so few people made their target goals that part of the program rarely came up. And when it did, most of the time they were able to resell another 12 to 19 weeks on the program. So that's the difference between a target and a goal. A target is a milestone that says you completed something. And without the qualifiers, you never know if you're really successful or not. It wasn't until going through the program that I realized I had qualifiers. Sure, I wanted to lose so much weight. And I also wanted to be able to keep it off. I wanted to learn how to eat foods that would help me sustain a healthy weight. And I wanted to retrain myself how to cook these foods so I could sustain a healthy weight. I wanted to be able to eat whole foods and move away from processed foods. I wanted to understand my food choices better and make more informed decisions for myself on what foods to eat. I wanted to be healthy. I didn't realize I had all these qualifiers. I didn't realize I had a vision of what healthy is, but I knew at the end of the program that I hadn't met my goals and that I had nothing. I had nothing I could fall back on to continue making progress with my weight. I couldn't continue to eat that paleo diet because it was starting to harm my health, and I wasn't up for spending $100 a week on fake food supplements. So my weight loss fell by the wayside, and I started my march back to my original weight, plus a little bit more. That's the difference between a target and a goal. A target is the milestone you're going for. A goal is everything you want and why you're doing this. I mean, if you make that target, what does it mean to you? Do you want to make sure you can sustain your target over the long haul? Do you want to have made some significant changes in your life that enables you to stay successful? Do you believe you will be less lonely at a certain weight or more confident? Are you doing it for your family? whatever your target is, there are deeper reasons for why you're doing it. So understanding the deeper reasons is going to help you put qualifiers around why you are doing this. And it may bring up additional milestones for you. So let's say you're losing weight so you won't be so lonely. Well, is there a direct correlation between weight and loneliness? Well, no. So you're going to have to address more things than weight to be successful. And that means you're going to need to add in a couple other milestones, because the true goal is you don't want to be lonely. So losing weight is one milestone. And you're also going to have to start learning what is going on with you. And you might want to add in another milestone to have 6 sessions with a provider focused on you. So you're going to have steps for that. And maybe you interview 5 different counselors or self-help practitioners or gurus or alternative care providers and see if one might work for you. Or you might want to add in a personal challenge to join a group that is doing something you always wanted to learn to do. The thing is, I know several overweight people, including myself, who are not lonely. So I don't think weight necessarily correlates to loneliness. There's another big goal in the United States, and that's blood pressure, high blood pressure. How do you deal with that? Well, I want to talk about that. There are a whole lot of ways to get to your target without adjusting any of your behaviors. You can get to your target without taking you into account. So what do I mean? Well, when's the last time you went to your doctor with a health concern and got a solution other than pharmaceuticals? And if you're in the medical profession, I'm not dinging on you, because when is the last time you tried to present an option other than pharmaceuticals? Most of the time, it's probably a relatively short discussion, huh? To use a solution other than pharmaceuticals, it isn't always easy. There are many reasons why using something other than pharmaceuticals isn't easy. So check out my episode, The Karma of Health Goals, which goes into more depth on how we unconsciously interact with the world, and it gives you some insight on how to support someone with their health issues and where they are. Today, it's standard practice to prescribe medications for high blood pressure. And what's the rub with drugs? Well, they don't fix you. They mask the problem. And over time, you'll need more medications as this problem leaks out into other areas. Well, what are the pros of medication? Well, you don't have to change anything. And sometimes not changing anything is about you, but many times it isn't. So again, check out the episode, The Karma of Health Goals, to understand how you might be interacting with the world. So a health goal, it's more than a milestone. It helps define what your true desire is. If you understand what attaining that milestone means to you, a couple things will happen. You'll start to realize that you can't just take any route to get there. You have to take a path that will accomplish what your milestone means to you. And that means you'll probably have more milestones. And there's some psychological benefits to multiple milestones. It spreads out your focus, which means you have more opportunities to be successful. And the bottom line with changing your health is patience. Goals give you the chance to explore what you consider healthy and the opportunity to be successful, so you can have patience. You might not know this, but you have a vision of what healthy is, and it's usually not just one milestone. Goals also help you consider you. So let's say you want to improve your health so you can do a 3-mile hike with friends, but you broke your leg. Well, to make that goal, you have to integrate healing your broken leg. And that's a lot different than saying you want to do this 3-mile hike and lamenting that you'll never be able to do it because you broke your leg. And we do that a lot. So to be successful, think about the goal instead of the target and start recreating the world you want. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you for showing up and being present. And until next time, I'll catch you on the other side.